Hello and welcome to SCAN's Community Connection. I'm your host, Tom Hayes, Director of Customer and Community Relations for New Jersey Natural Gas. And again, very happy to be here with you today. And we have a wonderful guest for you that I'm sure you're going to learn a lot of really great information from. And that's Rob Maxton, right? And you're the manager of Medicare's Community Outreach for Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey.
Yes.
That's a mouthful.
Thank you very much for having me on, Tom.
Absolutely. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
And as it works out, we're neighbors in where our buildings are
Yes,
in
we
Wall,
are.
which is pretty funny. So we'll have to see each other sometime. Go to lunch or something together after this. But so you've been with Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield for some time now, huh?
It's amazing. You know, Horizon Blue Cross has been around for 87 years. I've been around for 30 of those.
Okay, I was going to say, I know you weren't along around that from the beginning.
It's been amazing. I can't grasp 30 years of time. I really can't. And the time just flew by. I remember my first day on the job in 1989. My cube mate, we used to sit in cubes. At that time, she had been there for 35 years.
Wow.
And she turned to me and she said, "You wait and see how fast it goes." And sure enough, I can't believe it's been 35 years. It's 30 years. It's been a great experience. It's a great company to work for. We have our headquarters is up in Penn Plaza up in Newark, New Jersey.
Right.
But we also have locations in Wall next to your company.
Right.
We're also down in Mount Laurel and Hopewell. And then we have a beautiful retail center down in Moorestown, New Jersey, down in Burlington County, where folks have questions or looking to purchase a policy, or maybe there's a billing question or things like that. They can use the Horizon Connect team down in the Moorestown location. But like I said, it's been a great company. We are the only healthcare carrier headquartered in New Jersey. We're the largest healthcare carrier in the state with 3.8 million members. But we're also the only one who are here. And we're also one of the larger employers in the state. We have 5,500 employees spread out in those different locations. And our members really aren't just members. Since we're here, we live here. So these are our friends, these are our family members, these are our people that we know, our neighbors.
Right.
So we take customer service and we take that membership very, very seriously. We're very proud to be such a part of New Jersey and the state as a whole.
Right, which is great, and our company happens to use your services, and you guys have been wonderful. So that's great, and to have you as a neighbor is pretty cool too. So, what do you currently do for Horizon?
So my current position, I'm the manager of our Medicare community outreach. Okay, so I have a counterpart who works in the Medicaid area, but my area is for Medicare. So what we do is my team this year will do well over 500 events throughout the state, every county. They're free, like wellness and education presentations. We do free screenings throughout the state. My team, I have nurses who report to me. I have folks who do these, health educators who report into me.
Excellent.
And then we also have 4 26-foot caravans that travel throughout the state, going to different communities, and we also have some cargo vans. So whenever we go to an event, we really bring a whole fleet with us to the event. My team, like I said, will do over 500 events. The Medicaid team will probably do over 800 events. So these total will do close to 1,500 probably by the time the year is over. Close to 1,500 events throughout the state that are free, but they're also open to anybody. You don't have to be a Horizon member to attend one of these events. You're more than welcome to come to any event that we happen to be hosting that day. And that all gets back into like us being a big part of the New Jersey community. Our competitors don't do that. That's something that Horizon Blue Cross and Blue Shield does for the people of the state of New Jersey.
That's great, and it's valuable because a lot of folks learn some really good information or have an opportunity to get a little, I'll say like a mini checkup or something, kind of know what their blood pressure's like, or those kinds of things that we all need to know, but a lot of folks just don't have the opportunity often, or don't take advantage of those opportunities as often. But when they have an organization like you come to town, then they can just walk across the street and kind of get a little checkup, or at least get an understanding of what they should be doing. It's a great service that you offer.
We have endless examples of us going to a library and doing a wellness presentation on diabetes, and then also doing a screening on diabetes that day, and somebody's numbers come back out of whack. So our nurse would then recommend them to go to the doctor, and we catch things for people. Like I said, they don't have to be our member,
Right.
but we'll catch things for folks so that they can then go to their provider and hopefully get taken care of. And we have a lot of situations where people have come back to future events and thanked us for being there and identifying something that may have led to a bigger issue down the road, but we were able to help them catch it early before they got to the doctor. Or a lot of people don't go to the doctor.
Right,
so this
right.
may be the only screening that they get over the course of a year. So it's great to be able to provide, and Horizon's very proud of that service that we provide people.
It is a great service, and I would hope that most people would really understand the importance of that and appreciate the fact that you do close to 1,500 of these throughout the throughout the state.
Throughout the state,
which is
all over.
a tremendous amount. That is pretty a daunting task that you're controlling, I guess, huh?
There are, for example, there's over 89 senior communities in Ocean County alone. We have relationships with most of those, but that's just Ocean County. I mean, we're in Essex, you name it, every county we're in. So we're always trying to find a new community or a new senior center, or libraries are very popular. We'll go to any location. We do things at ShopRites throughout the state, where we have one of our nurses go to ShopRite and they set up and they do free screenings there as well. So we're really all over the state, and it's fun, and it keeps you. It just, one of the great things about Horizon, I've been there for 30 years, is just the variety, and it's never the same. I mean, healthcare has constantly evolved, and so has our company, and so have our jobs. So that's what's been great about being there.
Keeps it interesting.
Yes.
And I know you're supporters of SCAN, so we appreciate that, and it means a lot. But it also shows how proactive you guys are, that making sure you're right with those folks that could possibly need your services, and that you're there to be able to help out. So
SCAN's a great partner. It's pretty cool being able to come up with an idea and something, and then giving Pat a call and kind of bouncing it off her, or maybe piloting it here and seeing what the response is from the senior population. So they're a great partner. We're very proud to be a part of their
That's great.
sponsors.
Feelings mutual. We appreciate that. So you talked about some of those programs that you do, or the fact that you go out in the community. Are there other free programs that you offer?
Yeah, some of our more popular programs, like we'll do a fall prevention presentation where we'll go to whether it's a senior community or a library. We do a fall prevention, and we help people understand where some of the points of access at their house that may be a little dangerous, whether it's walking or rugs and things like that. And we always, whenever we do a presentation, we always have marketing material or materials that tie into it, and then we also try to do a giveaway. So, for example, with fall prevention, we'll do the presentation, then we'll have a handout, and then maybe we'll give night lights out, things that tie in. Another popular presentation that we do is brain games. The seniors really love that one. It doesn't get too clinical, but we do things during the presentation, certain games and stuff that are very engaging, and people really enjoy them. So we do those two presentations. We do healthy eating. We'll do Medicare. Well, I'm going to talk about Medicare 101 presentations later, but effective physician office visits, right?
Okay.
So we really try to stress to folks, hey, you're going to meet with your doctor. You have this amount of time, okay? So this is what you need to do prior in preparation for your appointment. This is what you should be doing during the appointment and the questions you should be asking. And then this is the stuff that you should be doing afterwards. And then what we'll do is hand out, maybe some of our collateral that we give out will be medication trackers or your health statistics trackers, things like that, so that you can document numbers and things onto these cards, put them in your wallet, and then you have them.
Right, gotcha.
So just all kinds of programs like that.
That's amazing. That's great. And like you said, to give folks some tips on what to prepare for when you go for your doctor visit, it's great, because most people just go, but they don't even think what they need to ask or anything.
Exactly.
They just wait for the doctor to look at them and tell them, oh, you're fine, or there's an issue. Whereas if you're prepared, it makes you think about, geez, I did have that pain in my leg 2 days ago that seemed to stay longer than it should have. You get people prepared to mentally think about what they want to ask when they're visiting their doctor to get the most out of it. So
absolutely.
That's excellent.
The other big big initiative we have going on right now, and we have our first one. It starts on March 14th, and this is for our Medicare members. So these are really Horizon specific, but we're hosting some Medicare wellness seminars throughout the state. They begin on March 14th, and they run all the way through August. Every Thursday, we're hitting a different area of the state. We're inviting all of our Medicare membership to attend these meetings. At the meetings, the things that we want to get across to them is, hey, we're your healthcare carrier. These are the benefits that you have. These are some of the tools and things that we provide you to make sure they're aware of it. These are some of the discount programs. We talk about our Horizon app. We talk about this particular cycle of presentations is going to focus on diabetes, and we're also going to be doing A1C screenings there, and we're also going to be doing BMI testing at these. And it's a great opportunity for us to get in front of our members. We're not asking them for anything except to come. We have some refreshments. We'll have some giveaways and things like that, but it's a great opportunity for us to get in front of our membership and just to say, hey, we're your healthcare carrier, we're your partner here, and we want to make sure that we kind of help you and get through this thing together.
That's great. That's excellent. Now you have some member experiences that you want to share?
I'll tell you, over the past 7 years, I've been involved in being out in the community in various ways. And, the one thing I've always been really proud of, and we were at the Ocean County Mall for 4 months, right? We were at Center Court, right next to Santa Claus during the holiday season,
okay.
Right? We had a kiosk set up. And we had thousands and thousands of people walk past that cube, right? And we're there. We're there with our shirt. We're there for the world. Mm-hmm. I bet you we had maybe 2 people come up with any kind of an issue. Everybody else is, hey, I got you guys. They're proud to be a Horizon member. They're opening up their wallets. They're breaking out their ID card to show us that they're a member. Mm-hmm. So that's something that I always try to bring that message back to the company, to folks who aren't engaged with the public the way that I am. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times you're sitting at your desk and you're answering phones, or you're getting emails or letters or correspondence and things like that, and you may not get to hear that. But the thing I'm very proud of is is people really appreciate what we do as much as we appreciate them being our members.
Right.
I know 2 years ago we had a very large group come on board, over 50,000 members, and they were making a significant change in their product. And we hosted 300 meetings throughout the country for this particular population. And I was in charge of that, and we have 150, 200 people at these meetings. And they would come in really, really hot, right? Because why are my benefits changing? Boy, they're
right.
And I just say, guys, calm down. Let me get you through this presentation, and then at the end, you let me know
some questions, and
And it was amazing because they walked in hot, like I said, and they walked out and said, "Okay, I think I get this. I think I get this." The next year, we did the meetings again, just to get in front of them and refresh. And people coming up to us and saying, "This is great. This is a great product. Thank you very much."
That's
so
great.
it's a matter of communicating, and I really think that what we do at Horizon better than anyone is getting in front of our customers as much as we can. I know for J.D. Power has awarded us for the past 2 years in their study regarding customer service. We take that very, very seriously.
Right. That's great.
It's important to us.
That's important. So before we close up, just if people wanted to get a hold of you, what's the best way? Like your website or?
If somebody's interested in us coming to their community or their club or something like that, they can give me a call if they wanted to. It's my work phone number is 732-256-5618.
Okay.
And if somebody's interested in us coming and doing a presentation or doing some screenings or something, more than welcome to come out.
Excellent. Well, Rob, I want to thank you for your time. It's very informative. You guys do great work, and we appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm sure our viewers do too.
Well, thank you.
And speaking of our viewers, if you just hang in with us, we're going to go for a short break, and we'll be back after this commercial. Thank you.
So, if you're over 65, like me,
and active and fairly healthy,
being active and healthy alone will not protect you.
Remember, the immune system weakens with age. And if you're over 65, ask your doctor about your vaccination options.
We want you to be healthy and active.
All right, well, welcome back to Scans Community Connections. Again, I'm your host, Tom Hayes, and we have yet another amazing, phenomenal guest with us, and that is Alexis Spektor, who is the Executive Assistant at Family Resource Associates, or FRA, as a lot of us know you, as your organization. And I want to welcome you to Scans Community Connections.
Thank you so much for having me. It's
Absolutely.
a pleasure to be here.
Oh, it's great. And I know we're going to have wonderful conversations because I do happen to know your organization pretty well, and I know the wonderful stuff that you do. So now I'm excited that our viewers will get to know all the wonderful things that you do at FRA.
Yeah, thank you.
Great. So can you tell us a little bit about FRA, or Family Resource Associates?
Yeah, FRA, we've been around in Monmouth County for 40 years. This is our 40th anniversary year, 2019. Thank you. We offer services to families and children and adults with developmental disabilities. So we start with the children through early intervention services, and then we transition with them as they grow, and now we have our new employability services.
Wonderful. So I know what that is, but let's tell our viewers, what's employability?
Employability is the belief that everybody is employable, and this new division has 4 core programs. We follow students as they leave high school, and we help them find employment, and we support them through all steps of the employment. So there's our high school transitioning programs that we offer, such as Project Search, which is an evidence-based program, and it's a year-long school-based internship where we work at a host site for a full school year with teachers to training students in various aspects of employment. We also have customized employment opportunities. We call it CEO. It's where we partner with local businesses, and we find niche employment and customized employment for adults with developmental disabilities. We really work with business partners to create these opportunities. And then we have our pre-vocational classes. Those are kind of a technology-based program where we offer computer training, and as well as some pre-vocational training, soft skills training, conversation, how to dress for work, as well as how to be a responsible employee.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah,
that's
so
great. I've been to your sites in the past, and it's amazing to see all your clients really working hard and learning new technologies, and really working hard to become a part of the workforce in the future. And yeah, I would imagine it's a little customizing, and you need a little extra effort to get folks, to get the employer ready to accept the employee. But
yes,
they are such great folks, and they really
they
are
really
hard workers and focused.
Hard workers, dedicated, and you know what's great? This came out of a need. We started 40 years ago, and those children are now adults. And how do we get these people into being active parts of the community, who have pride in what they're in having a job every day? Everybody wants the same things. If you really come down to it, everybody wants to feel that they have contributed and are a valued member of society, and that's what this program really is about.
Which is amazing, and again, kudos to you guys for doing such a great job for all those years. So does FRA offer other programs for the community?
Yeah, we do. We offer a variety of different programs to the community. We offer wellness programs through our yoga and our dance program and karate program, and those are for teenagers through adults with developmental disabilities. We also have our lending library, which here's some of the technology that I brought with us. This is open to the public. We have various different types of, going from toys up to devices for adults. So some of these devices are, helpful to people not with a developmental disability, but maybe with a physical disability. Maybe
Right.
somebody who's aging and has trouble with hand control. So you would maybe want a mouse like this. You would support your whole hand, and you would use your finger. If you're having eyesight issues, you would, and vision impairments, this type of a keyboard has a lot of contrast and makes it very easy to
Right.
identify letters.
So that bright yellow keypad
Yes.
has a lot of the numbers are nice dark black, so it really pops and people can really see it.
Yeah,
That's excellent.
and then a mouse like this, you would hold in your hand, and you would use the ball like
Yeah.
that, depending if you were maybe even wheelchair bound or you couldn't go up to and use a flat surface. So we have these. All these different types of devices and many others that we will lend to the community. So that, and we also offer free consultations. So if somebody would like to come in, they can have a consultation, and maybe we have some devices and they can try them out and then think about purchasing them on their own.
That's really amazing when you think it's sort of like taking a test drive, right?
Yeah.
So you come out and you just sort of check to see what items you have, which are, I would imagine, are pretty up to date, right? Because
Yeah.
you guys are kind of always looking at this sort of thing. And it would help somebody, they may not even realize this technology even exists.
Oh, yes.
Let alone have the opportunity to try it out before they go and purchase
Before
it
you go and
themselves
purchase it.
or
Right.
what
How
have
many
you.
times do you make that mistake? You buy something on Amazon and you're like, oh, it's not what I needed.
I'm sure my wife will say she made that mistake with marrying me. She's, oh, I should have known better about it. But that's a different story. But this is great, and I think that I've been in that library in your old facility, and it's just amazing all the different technology that's there. I know you couldn't bring it all today to fit
No.
on this little desk, but
Yeah.
I know you have a lot of great and wonderful pieces and even different things that most of us wouldn't even think of.
Oh yeah, some of these pieces, even for the children, they're just stimulating to get them to crawl to something. They're so interactive and exciting that you would put it and you would use it as a way to make a child who maybe is having mobility issues crawl towards something.
Right.
Because they've never seen it before, and it's not a toy that they have in their house, and it's something new and interesting. So we have a lot of those items too that we use.
That's
as well.
excellent. That's really great. It's an amazing service that you guys offer, which is great. So you recently moved. I know I was at your older facility, and let's just say that facility was interesting. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, right.
I mean, beautiful. I mean, the story there, the way it was like an old
We grew into that
warehouse kind of garage kind of.
Yeah, the space grew around our needs,
Right.
but whereas this place, our new facility, we designed the space.
Which is great.
When we purchased the building, we have had our huge capital campaign. We were raising funds because we purchased a building that we needed to completely retrofit the inside to have to be up to date with technology, to be handicap accessible,
ADA compliant and all
ADA
that.
compliant, and
Right.
everything. And now we have 2 great technology labs. We have a life skills teaching kitchen, an art room, a wood crafting room. We have ample space for our dance and karate classes. We have a family intake room, which is cozy with couches for families coming in with their new babies, and it's just so we're still trying to keep that welcoming environment
Right.
that we've always had in our grassroots feel, but we have grown into a much larger and much more state-of-the-art building, and we
Right.
love it.
It's a nice facility. It's on Newman Springs Road in Red Bank.
Yes.
Border of Tinton Falls, Red Bank. Right.
Right there our cross street is Shrewsbury Avenue, so
Yes.
right there.
Yeah, it's great. It's a beautiful facility. I'm very happy for you guys. 'cause
Thank you.
It's kind of a long time coming, and little changes
It
in the
was a
road and all
journey.
that sort of thing, and there you are, which
Yes.
is wonderful. And it's just nice to see that your organization has stepped up to such a nice facility after what you were in it was so cute and so important the way that whole thing developed, but it was really
it was really time, and
yes.
so some of our board members, they just made it that their mission to get us into a new facility, and it worked. So
Right,
that's just a testament to the power of human will.
Yes, and I know
and hard work.
even our own company was happy to be supportive of that whole
Oh,
project
yes.
and to help you to do some funding to get you
Yes,
into
that was so
to that new
great.
facility. And there's so many really key supporters in the community that really help you guys out. So that's great, well
Yeah.
deserved.
Yeah.
So what are the greatest needs of FRA now, would you say?
Right now, we are looking for, always looking for volunteers. We have some various types of opportunities. From sitting on a board as a board member, we're always looking. Women board members would be wonderful. Committee members, maybe someone who doesn't have the time to be on the board because that's a 2-year commitment, but someone who has, wants to work on a project and really get their hands dirty and help out and solve a problem at the agency.
Sure.
And we have day-to-day volunteers. We love having people come help in our classes. We have a group of women, all retired educators. They've come week after week, year after year, for pretty much 7 years strong, helping in some of our pre-vocational classes.
Right.
And so volunteers is always one, and funding is always one. If somebody doesn't necessarily have the times, but they have different types of resources, funding, donations. So those are kind of our needs at this time.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody wants to help you out or wants to get involved or either volunteer or support through funding, whatever it might be, what's the best way for them to contact you?
Well, you can go through our website, www.frainc.org, or they can contact me directly, spektor@frainc.org, and I can point them in the right direction.
Okay, if folks wanted to call you directly, can you give out a phone number?
Yeah, 732-747-5310 is our main line, and you can ask for Alexis Spektor.
Okay, great. That's great. Again, you guys do such wonderful work, and I know your leader there, Nancy Flanagan, who I love that name
Such an
of hers.
inspiration.
She's an amazing person, and all that she gives back and all that she's done. My nickname for her, and I'll just tell you, and our million viewers, that my nickname for her is Nancy Flanagan Cornucopia, because she's always more coming out.
She
She's
can do
always
anything.
coming out. Always coming
She's
out
great
with
at
new ideas.
decorating. She can fix anything with the new building. She could fix anything. She can carry anything.
Wow.
She's
something else.
brilliant, and she's been with she founded the agency, and our 3 founders, they're still working there
It's a beautiful
today.
thing.
And it's just an amazing story.
Right, and I know it was 40 years ago, and I think she was like 6 years old when she discovered it.
Oh,
so.
yeah. She was.
That's the story we're going to stick with, right?
Yeah.
But that's great. So now that it is 40 years, it's a 40-year anniversary, what do you have planned for the 40th year?
So at each of our major fundraising events this year, we have our color run happening in Belmar. It's called Color Me Belmar. It's a run, walk, dash. So it's for everybody, families. We have a celebration there. We're going to have a celebration.
Is that where you, when you say color, is that where you throw the like?
So yeah, you
it's
throw
like
the, when people are running, it's on the beach actually, so it's a
Okay.
3K on the beach, and people run through the color stations and they get the color thrown on them. But if you
Right.
don't want to do that, we have the walk, which happens prior to that because it's much more accessible for people to be able to walk, and especially some of our students who are in wheelchairs, they want to participate, so we do a walk on the beach prior to. And we have a DJ, and he's on the boardwalk, and everybody's whooping it up, having a good time, and we're going to really, celebrate our 40th there.
Good.
Also, we have, our golf outing happening in July, where we're going to have more celebration for FRA and little events peppered in throughout the year. So if someone wanted to see what we have going on, they could go to our website, check our events page, and we'll have all the things listed there as they pop up.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
excellent. Well, Alexis, I really want to thank you for giving your time to be with us today, because it's a lot of really good information, and it's good for our viewers to know of all the good work that FRA does, and it is really amazing. So kudos to you and your team back at FRA. And again, congratulations on your new facility. Congratulations on 40 years of service to the community. It's really spectacular. And again, thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me today. It
All
was
right.
wonderful.
That's great. Thank you. And thank you to our viewers. We appreciate your being with us, and we look forward to seeing you on the next Scan Community Connections.